Hello and welcome to the show. Today I'm going to be playing some Forza 5. I'm going to be having a go at the newly released Long Beach circuit. This video is supposed to be out yesterday. There was a problem with the launch of this DLC. I don't quite know what went on, but yeah, couldn't get hold of it yesterday, so we're going to be doing it today. I'm also going to be driving a V8 supercar around here because A, I like V8 supercars, they're amazing, and B, this is the kind of track I could imagine V8 supercars racing around. They do race a number of street circuits in Australia, and this track would certainly be an interesting one for V8 supercars to drive around. Also, the game is a rather big Holden fan, I should point that out. There are no Fords in this lobby. I made a multiplayer lobby so that I could set the AIs to all driving V8 supercars, and it put them all in Holdens, the modern one and the older one, but it wouldn't put any of them in a Ford. I don't know why. I was hoping we were going to have a variety of all three, but no, the game just wanted Holdens, which is, whoa, somebody's in the wall already. Things are going remarkably well. This is as chaotic as I expected. I'm going to do some gardening, don't mind me. We're fine. Okay, we're not fine. Turns out Commodore doesn't like doing gardening. Are they 4 wide in front of me? That's not a good... I told you that wasn't going to end well. I could see that there was trouble right there. Here, there's a car on the inside as well. The reason I've stuck 16 AIs on is A, make things interesting, and B, because I wanted to see how the AIs, the drivavatars, deal with a track that not many people will have driven around or not spent very much time around. So I wanted to see how good or terrible the drivavatars were here. I've not had the best of experiences with the drivavatars in race cars. I've enjoyed racing against them in sort of A-class, B-class vehicles, even sometimes S-class works alright. They've been very, very good fun on here. The minute you start putting into race cars, they start going a little bit crazy, shall we say. Whoopsie, sorry. Now, admittedly, the V8 supercar is still only an S-Class, but a while back I tried to do like a single-player Let's Play or whatever on the V8 supercar section of the Forza 5 career, and I just couldn't because the drivatars killed me the entire time. It's just all they did was aim for my car and caused a real problem. So far they've been a bit better than they were previously. I've also made my way up to 9th, which is not too bad. I have the drivatars on the highest difficulty. I'm about to get killed. No, I'm not. I got away with that. That was a very scary sight in my rear view mirror. Ooh, crap, get stopped and turned. Mind the... okay, be a little bit careful putting the power down. I really do quite like this track. This is perhaps not replaced Bathurst as my favourite, but it's certainly my second favourite track on Forza 5. I really like driving around here. I'm a big fan of the street circuits. I love driving street circuits. For regular viewers will know that my favourite track on the Forza series was the New York circuit. I love the New York track. I was phenomenally quick there. And I like the fact that these street tracks, you just have no room for error. You get it wrong, you are going in a wall, and you are probably going to hit a wall quite fast. So yeah, I love street circuits. I love driving around them. I love the challenge of street circuits, especially racing against a field of cars. Ooh, we've locked the brakes up. That's not gone very well. Okay, maybe a tiny bit of room for error on that particular corner. Yeah. Oh, we've got a traffic jam. Haha! That's an opportunistic move, if ever I saw one. I'll take that. That hairpin is insane as well. That's got to be one of the tightest corners. It's the tightest corner on Forza. It's got to be one of the tightest corners on a racetrack. I'm trying to think. I mean, the Monaco hairpin's pretty damn slow in Formula 1 cars. It's got to be up there with the Monaco hairpin, that one. Oh, we've outbraked ourselves. Just keep locking the brakes up on here, which is not very good. There's a car. Don't try and overtake me into this bit. Sorry, I'll get back to talking about this track. Yes. It's an interesting track actually driving around this one. The reason why I like New York so much is I tend to like very fast circuits. New York was an incredibly fast track with some terrifying chicanes. It's another reason why I like Iberian. Iberian is a very, very fast track as well. So I tend to like the fast, the flowing tracks. I also like them to be fairly short. I don't want to be doing sort of 3-minute laps. I'd rather be doing sort of 1 minute 10 laps. This track is not fast. This is not a particularly fast track. It's a little bit of an odd one in that there are very long, well, not very long straights, but there are long straights followed by very slow corners. Most of the corners on this track, at least in a V8 supercar, are sort of about 60 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, which is pretty slow. These are mostly second gear corners with this car, and you'll change down to first, probably for this terrifying hairpin that none of the AIs can seem to drive. Haha, okay, he's trying to come back at me around the outside. Oh, you little bugger. Well done. Yeah, this is I wouldn't want to try and build a car for here. It'd be an interesting place to try and build a car. I'm on the inside, because you've got these huge straights, followed by very, very tight corners. But that makes it interesting. I do quite like it. I would still prefer to have New York back, because I liked the terrifying chicanes. But no, this is a very, very good track. It's also the right sort of length for me. It's about it's a 1 minute 20 something lap with these cars. It's an easy track to memorise. They've actually got sensible amount of braking boards, so when you're learning the track, you've kind of got reference points. It's also not the hardest track to overtake. Street circuits are notoriously difficult to overtake on, because I've got to run a little bit wide. Because they're incredibly tight. They're normally very, very narrow. You don't often have as long a straights as you do here on them. And even if you do, most of the time the corners are so narrow it's very hard to overtake. Whereas here is a little bit different. Most of these straights are followed by very heavy braking zones, because as I said, the corners are all fairly slow, which makes it good for overtaking. Oh, I've missed that braking zone. Oh, got away with that. Oh god, we're still sliding everywhere. Come on, let's get this thing under control. Wonder if I can get up to third. That would be quite nice. I've got completely distracted. I think the leaders might have bolted a little. I've taken too long getting through the field. But no, there's plenty of overtaking opportunities here. The actual sort of width of the track is fairly wide. It's still a street circuit. It's still relatively narrow in some respects, but overtaking is certainly possible here. There are a couple of corners that are nasty. This one up here is particularly tricky in any car with understeer. Oh no, we've got hello, we've recovered almost, if I could ever get going again without causing huge problems. Yeah, that corner, I'm struggling around that one at the moment. I tried driving a modern Indy car briefly around here. Oh crap, where did you come from? No, it's all gone wrong. Yeah, I tried driving a modern Indy car. They struggled through there with just huge understeers. The Indy cars are ridiculously understeery on here. This car, the V8 Supercars, aren't too bad. I've just got lots of oversteer, as you saw. If you're not careful, I can't believe I blooming spun it. It's kind of hard, actually, concentrating on driving, talking, and avoiding the drivavatars, which is always something you have to be aware of in here. There's a car behind me is determined to torpedo me into a corner. That pink and black car. It's kind of a cool livery, but it is going to kill me. Oh, I've gone very wide. I'm exploring new elements of the track. Oh crap, these AI drivatars take the hairpin a bit differently to me. Also the pit lane here. I presume that's how the pit lane is in real life. I've seen the odd race I've never seen a full race here. I've seen odd bits on this track, but the pit lane is atrocious. It's incredibly hard to get in, and also the drivatars like to cause a crash if they do try to enter the pit lane, especially if they're trying to go sort of too wide down the start-finish straight. I don't know if we'll see any of that here. I don't know if anybody's actually had to go to the pits, but yeah, there is big crashes can be had at that pit lane entrance. A really awkward one, but you know, there's only so much you can do with a street circuit in the pit lane department, if you like. It's the same with Monaco. Monaco has a pretty tough, pretty strange pit lane entrance. Right, what position are we in? We are 8th out of 60. We've got a couple of laps to go. I think that third position may have gone with my spin, but we might be able to get up to 5th, I think, is that I can see. Yeah, there's a big gap in front of 5th to 4th and 3rd. You can just about see them in the distance. Right, let's focus on trying to make up some time. And what are the AIs? Okay, yeah, you guys slow each other down. Ooh, you've got to be careful of the curbs here as well. The curbs are very, very nasty. Those white curbs on the inside. No, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Dive! Oh, there was a... Okay, that's not the best overtake I've ever done. I didn't realise there was still a car on the inside of here. Okay, this is the one the one problem really. I can never find a camera angle that I quite like. I tend to drive on bonnet view, but the problem is, of course, your rear view mirror is only looking directly backwards. It's very hard to see if a car is on your left. This is why I want the distance indicator back, so you can actually tell if there is a car on your left or on your right. Because there's just no way of telling. There he is, he's still actually there. This is a silly... Why am I trying to do this? Is this going to work? Please work, please work, please work. Where is he? I think I may have bumped into him. Still don't know where he is. And I can't use the stick to look left and right because I've got my fingers over the gears because you're changing gear an awful lot. Somebody else is having a dive at the inside. I'm going to stay out here. And I'll be on the inside for the next corner. And in all of this, 5th place has vanished off up the road. Bugger you. Ooh, no, we're not going to stop. That's never going to stop. Sorry. I'm getting bullied left, right and centre now. Leave me alone. That terrible moment when you sort of put on the brakes and you just sort of start locking up and then you realise by the time you sorted out it locking up that you're not going to stop. And then the car on the outside means that you can't turn either because you're like trying to turn and the back of your car's caught on theirs. That's always terrible. I'm probably been missing gears through this. Because I can't really hear my TV very well. I'm not very good at that corner there. I do struggle there. In fact, it looks like the leaders have all caught up to each other. Please have a big crash, okay? Have a big crash, and then I can come better than 6th. I think the car in front of me is the one that tried to kill me multiple times earlier on. I think I recognise that paint. Yeah, possibly. Right, come on. We can do it. I should point out, I didn't even point that at the start. I'm driving the modern of the V8 Supercars, 2013 one. As far as I can, like, the game reckons that the 2 generations that are on here are the same PI. I'm not entirely sure that that should be correct, but it reckons that they should be the same. We'll see. We'll see in the order, like at the end of the race, how the drivatars have driven them, and see if any one of them has come out on top. There's a big slide from the car in front. Quick, we must capitalise on it. I'm going to catch him right at the very end. I think it's going to be a last-minute dive into the hairpin at the end for 6th place. It's been quite a good race actually with the driver. Like, considering this is a track that's not been driven very many times, I would have thought. I was sure it's going to be driven by people because it's a new track, but it's not going to be driven as many times as the other ones. And considering these are V8 Supercars, which the drivatars struggled with earlier, this has not been too bad a race. It's been plenty exciting enough for you. Oh, I did forgetting to bloom and change up gears. I'm very sorry, engine. I don't think we're going to do it. I don't know. Depends if we can be quick through here. We weren't really that quick through there because I was on the curb. Ooh, we're going to have a big dive anyway. Ooh, we're going to turn. Yeah. Oh, well. I think I was just about within my right to have that dive. Oh, well. We're going to take 6th place for my first race. That's not too bad. I survived the drivatars. Coming from... Where was I on the grid? Was I last? Or was I 14th? I'm not entirely sure. Still, I made up either 10 or 8 places, which is not bad going. Ooh, where's the AI going to go? Oh no, the AI did take the corner. Yeah, I really like this track. This is an excellent, excellent track. Great fun driving around here. It looks very, very good, as you would imagine. There are a couple of shorter layouts as well. I think they're... I don't know very much about drifting. I think they're drift tracks, possibly. Yeah, I don't know, but it's kind of cool they added that in there for people who are a fan of drifting. So yeah, it's the track itself is a free DLC, free whatever they call it. I can't remember, update. There are some cars that come with it as well that I think you have to have the car pass for. There's 5 cars I think, with some interesting ones actually. There's a classic Indy car in there. But yeah, this track, really very, very good fun. I do like driving this. Do I like the design? Yes. I should point out that I did not paint that that design. That was got from the storefront, whatever the thing is called. Was there a particular clear winner? Oh, I was the highest placed modern Commodore. And I got the fastest lap, which is good. Not by much, actually. Also, that was the driver. Actually, I didn't get the fastest lap because I just saw some cheeky bugger was faster lower down, just as it decided to go back to the lobby. And that was with the highest difficulty of drivatar. It was good fun, actually. I enjoyed that race. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I highly recommend this. It's going to be free, so you're going to get it anyway. Definitely drive this track a few times, though. It's a really very, very good track. Yeah, however, until next time, goodbye.